Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to day 17 of the Christmas escape book, the escape simulator book in a book, the advent calendar. Let's have a look at day 17 and see what we've got to do today. We're restoring the power. Right, Krampus and St. Nicholas stood face to face in the flickering glow of an oil lamp suspended from the hut's disjointed ceiling. One, draped in his luminous red, his beard shining pure white and his eyes full of compassion and authority. The other, dark and gnarled, like a statue rising from the roots, his horns raised towards the shadows and his gaze heavy with silence and judgment. They did not smile at each other, but a strange serenity reigned between them. Children, said St. Nicholas gently, we must remind them that hope exists and that we can believe in the goodness of things and in forgiveness. Krampus nodded sharply, his chains shuddering with a metallic rumble. And they must be reminded that there are consequences, he replied in a deep but not angry voice, that actions leave their mark, and that wicked hearts must know fear before they find repentance. Two necessary roles, murmured the old saint as if to himself. Leon listened to them without daring to speak, their voices so dissimilar, intertwined like two opposing winds that recognized each other without clashing. And suddenly, without any noise to announce it, a gentle warmth insinuated itself into the air. A diaphanous, unreal light rose around him, and the cabin itself was fading, swallowed up by another reality. He felt the ground slowly shift beneath his feet, but didn't fall. He drifted, his eyes closed into that peaceful clarity. When he opened them again, he was back. The small room, the four tables, the wagon frozen in the night. Everything was there, as if nothing had moved. He looked at the table in front of him where the broken horns had been lying. They were no longer cracked. They were intact, perfectly curved, as if lustrous and wrapped in a red and white cloth. He turned to the fourth and final table in the room. On it sat a simple but magnetic object, a tiny metal lighthouse, upside down on the table. He touched it. Immediately, the light enveloped him, but stronger this time, more pressing, almost burning. The heat rose, invading his throat, his lungs, and then his skull. He took a few blind steps, his legs sagging, and suddenly slipped heavily on the sodden ground. His back hit the cold stones. He stood there for a moment, panting, his eyes turned towards the black sky. A latch, a creak. He sat up, haggard. The lighthouse door had just opened. A figure appeared in the black light, tall, robust despite his age, a thick white beard falling over a worn sweater, and severe features as if carved from granite. His eyes were sharp, but not malicious. Leon froze, his lips parted. Leon knew him, he was certain of it, but he didn't know from where, or when, or how. What are you doing here? The man growled. There's never anyone here. Come in, you're soaked. Leon didn't need to be told twice. He staggered inside, drawn in by the harsh heat of the wood stove. The lighthouse, though dilapidated, still lived, as if nourished by the harshness of the man who survived within it. The man still stared at him, his eyes narrowing. How did you get here? Well, I was staying with an old witch, or rather, in a wagon, and then there was this lighthouse, and I don't have time for your stories, to tell you the truth, the other interrupted him sharply. I've got no electricity here, and that's a problem, a big problem. There are boats out there, people, and if they don't see the light, they're lost. His tone was not harsh, but it carried the dry gravity of those who knew what death at sea is. Leon's gaze, still shivering, was drawn to the electrical panel, open and dislocated in the back of the room. He approached it as if called by a necessity he didn't quite understand. I can help, he said simply, and the old man, for the first time, looked at him without frowning. Then hurry up, he murmured, because we don't have much time. Outside, the wind was starting to howl again. We'll need to restore power to this lighthouse before everything goes haywire. Can you get the fuses back in the correct positions? When a fuse is placed, its power is distributed to the connectors and is not divided or distributed. You just said it's distributed. Okay, so we've got... I won't look at the next page. We've got a puzzle to do. We've got 6 fuses to put into 6 different slots. Right, so we've got different coloured cables going around everywhere. So yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult. Let's have a look and see what the answer is. Look like move the fuses into their slots. All right, available fuses. So how do we? All right, you can just put each one in each thing. Once I put it in there, I can't do anything. Let's reset it. Okay, so let's have a look at that. We can look at it on the screen, probably easier than anywhere else. All right. I don't quite know what it means when it says it's distributed and not distributed. So 30, all right, 30, 40. It's 30. I'm looking at that one first for some reason. It comes down to this one and this one. And then from there, that's the stripy one that goes down into there. But you got 3 other ones going into. I don't know exactly what it means. I'm going to get the first hint. That doesn't help me. 25 and 15 are not on the same line. It doesn't tell me what sort of puzzle we're doing. Lowest value is placed in the top left. Okay, well, that's 5. So 5 goes up there. Oh, not from there. 5 goes up there. So what does that mean? What does that tell me? What goes into there? Nothing goes into there. It just comes from around there. There's a dotty one, goes down there, 35. And that 50. That's the only thing that happens in there. But we've also got the white one goes in there, which comes out of here, which comes out of there. So 65, assuming that's going to take 5 off of it. So we've got 45 going. I need to take another 10 off. So no, I've got no idea. No idea at all. I don't know what it's doing. I've got no idea what sort of thing it's thinking about. It said to put, what was the other hint? 25 and 15 are not on the same line. So one of those is either 25 or 15. But that doesn't help me at all. I'm going to have to go for the solution. 5, 25, 20. Let's just go from there. Let's see if I can figure it out from that. 5, 25, 20. Oh, I've got to get rid of that without looking at the other ones. Back to hints or close. So we've got 5, 25, and 20. Right, what does that tell me? Doesn't tell me very much. 40 is going into the 25 and then coming out to 50. No, that doesn't help me at all. I literally don't know. It doesn't help me because I don't know what the fuses are doing and if that's even coming out or going in or anything. No idea. 10, 30, 15. 10, 30, 15. Yeah, I really have no idea. The power is back though because we did it. Leon and the guard have escaped a real disaster. So there we go. That is another day completed. I'm really pretty much only in it for the story now. So we've got another for 7 days to go, another week. So I shall see you for another one tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.